There are some stories that are so baffling in their nature that even after years of thought, you just can't come to a satisfying conclusion, even after reviewing the details again and again. Such is the case that I'm going to be sharing now. This video is by no means a comprehensive account of everything that has happened, as someone could spend days down this particular rabbit hole. This case will focus on a mysterious man by the name of John Lang. Part of the mystery of this individual is that as of now, no picture of this man has been found, which, in today's day and age, is a difficult feat. Our story begins with John posting on the Fresno Bee, a local newspaper, in 2009. John alerted those reading that he believed that there was a scam being perpetrated by the Fresno Police Department, and that the police would run license plates on parked cars looking for a hit, and when the person owning the car began to drive, they would be pulled over for a routine traffic stop. A practice that, if true, is definitely unethical and illegal. Now, for those who do not know, the Fresno Police Department is somewhat infamous for being a shady and corrupt institution, with a reputation that stretches all the way back to Prohibition. According to John, these posts would put him in the crosshairs of the police department, who began intimidating and harassing him after he made these posts. On March 20th, 2015, John began posting videos to YouTube from his home surveillance camera. All 17 of these videos are still up and available on his channel, Lang Marine. I will be going through some of these videos in no particular order and let the viewer make up their own mind as to what is happening. The first video shows a Ford truck passing John's house. John, in the description of the video, explains that he has been seeing this truck following him around town, and even in the video, you can see that the truck makes 2 passes around John's house. On May 8th, 2015, John records a suspicious man at the gate of his property. The man walks up to his gate, then texts someone as he walks back to his vehicle that is parked down the block. The whole event, though no evidence of anything particularly criminal, on a gut level is just very strange. Especially how the man walks many paces past his car, and then turns back to the car, gets in and drives off. In the description, John writes that he believes this man is an undercover police officer that is trying to find out whether he is home or not. Though to this point, it seems only like a speculation. On May 14th, 2015, John posts another strange video of many officers parked on the opposite side of the street from his house in what John called a show of force and intimidation. John claims that this event took place 2 weeks after filing a police harassment claim with the Fresno PD. So far, there have definitely been some strange events taking place from John Lang's home security system. Things that on an individual level could be explained, but taken cumulatively seems to be drawing a compelling case that maybe the police are targeting him. That is until John posted another video on April 16th, 2015, which is, in my mind, the most mysterious and compelling of all of John's videos. Even after seeing this video many times, I'm still not sure what to make of it. A van parked across the street from John's house opens the sliding door, and reveals a man pointing a camera directly at John's house. John claims that this is a thermal imaging camera and that they are trying to see if he is home or not. This video is a microcosm of this entire case. It is all just so strange. And every video that John posts seems to ask more questions than it answers. John's claims seem to be so far-fetched and ridiculous, but the videos he posts seems to show far-fetched and ridiculous things happening to him. John's last video he posts to YouTube is that of a carpet company's van parked outside of his neighbor's house. John claims that this is yet another surveillance vehicle. The man is smoking a cigarette, but also seems to glance over in John's direction. The man eventually stuffs a paper in his neighbor's mailbox and then leaves. Those following the case have noted that Guarantee Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning is a real company, but many believe it could easily be a fake setup company by the Fresno Police Department. John would go on to post to Facebook on the page of the ABC 30 Action News in Fresno, saying,
"Corin, you want some news? Corrupt Fresno cops are going to try to kill me this weekend, possibly tonight. This is no joke. Please follow up on my story regardless of what happens, or what version the cops and the Fresno Beat come up with."
4 days after this video is posted, neighbors noticed smoke billowing out of John's house around 3 p.m. Police were dispatched to deal with the house fire and discovered the house was locked from the inside. The police and fire department forced their way inside and discovered John Lang's lifeless body. John appeared to have suffered stab wounds to his chest and back and was covered in soot. The final coroner report backtracked on the fact that John had stab wounds on his back and claimed that he only had 3 stab wounds and only to the chest, wounds which were delivered by 2 knives that were left at the house. The coroner ultimately determined the cause of death as a suicide. The public became informed of John's YouTube channel after his death, and though it's been 7 years since his death, people to this day are petitioning for a reinvestigation into his case. What do you think of this case? Was John Lang simply a man with deep-seated paranoia? Or was he actually subjugated to targeted harassment from the police department?